Video games.
Rating you.
Moving.
President.
Gruesome.
Games give you the skill and the will to kill.
From humble pixels to hyper-realistic worlds, video games have come a long way. What started as a niche hobby has become a dominant cultural force, generating over $200 billion globally in 2003 alone. But with great popularity comes scrutiny. The public eye has often focused more on controversies than on creativity. Are video games corrupting young minds? Are they isolating people or connecting them? Do they inspire violence or encourage problem solving and collaboration? These questions are at the heart of the debate between gamers, parents, educators, and policymakers. In this video essay, we will unpack on how public perceptions has shaped the gaming industry, from creative restrictions to legal regulations, and from stereotypes to support systems. Public opinion wields more influence than most realize. The public perception of games is often polarized. For some, they are innovative, immersive work of art. For others, they are distractions at best and harmful at worst. This divide often stems from a lack of understanding. One of the most persistent misconceptions is that video games cause violent behavior. This narrative gained popularity in the 90s and resurfaced with every tragic school shooting. Yet, research from Oxford University 2020 found no causal link between playing violent games and real-life aggressions. Meanwhile, the stereotype of the isolated gamer doesn't hold up in 2024. Online games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, and Valorant create vibrant social spaces. In fact, studies shows that gaming can help people make friends and build communities, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic when digital spaces became lifelines. Despite this, the negative narrative remains strong, especially in traditional media. Headlines tend to highlight addiction, rage quitting, or loot box controversies more than charity streams, indie innovations, or educational breakthroughs. This skewed lens creates a gap between how gamers see games and how the public does. When the public speaks, the industry listens, often out of necessity. Developers are not just artists, they are also navigating commercial pressures, public outcry, and ethical debates. Take loot boxes for example. Initially designed as a monetization strategy, they were quickly compared to gambling. In 2018, Belgium banned loot boxes, forcing publishers to adapt or remove them entirely. The UK followed with tighter regulations, directly responding to parents' and educators' concerns. Similarly, games today are becoming more inclusive, not just for social reasons, but to better reflect modern audiences. More studies are investing in diverse characters, non-binary customization options, and accessibility features to avoid public backlashes and promote positive representation. However, public perception also limit creative freedom. Developers often alter stories, visuals, or themes to avoid offending certain demographics or triggering negative media coverage. This can lead to compromised artistic vision where innovation takes a backseat to safety. At its best, public feedback helps evolve the industry. At its worst, it leads to censorship and knee-jerk reactions. The challenge is finding the balance between audience expectations and creative authenticity. For further investigation of this issue, I interviewed Harish Rajan, who is a principal 3D artist at Critical Force, has a professional 3D artist with over 10 years of expertise in creating game art for multiple platforms. The first question which I put forward is, how do you think misconceptions like games promoting violence or addictions affect the industry?
Let's see. You cannot call it's like a misconception. It used to be a misconception before, say, like 4, 5, 6 years or 10 years before, like when like video game were new and when people were not so much exposed to it and everything. But now, like everyone has a smartphone and everything, and like they're playing. So I don't accept that this is the only medium which is promoting violence, because like we have seen like movies from long before, like where people follow their heroes and as idols and just replicate whatever they're doing, be it like smoking, drinking, or like to be that what do you call this alpha male kind of character and everything.
Yeah.
Like this is not something new. We are just seeing now. It's been like following trend for like right from 70s, if I'm not mistaken.
The second question is like, how does media coverage, both positive and negative, affect the gaming industry and the way studios market their games?
Like media coverage currently, like I don't see like a lot of media coverage, like apart from the game specific medias like Kotaku, IGN, and all those things. Like other than that, no, not many medias put too much into gaming, because for them like the star values for like movies and everything. But at least these media which covers game, like it's their like what do you call, like bread to earn also. So they always portray games in a good way. If at all like they take a lot of time to like go through all the gameplay videos and give like proper feedbacks. Sometimes like there is like ratings, like if some game sucks, of course they give bad rating, but it's same like movies and everything. So we feel like it's not biased, but it's useful so that players get uh, a proper view and idea.
The third question is, with increasing regulations on loot boxes and game contents, do you think public concerns play a major role in shaping industry policies?
Kind of not put too much of head into those loot boxes. There, it depends upon like few games and everything. But like the regulations does like affect some of the features of the game itself, and players are like not happy with that. But in the end of the like all those things, like we are on the receiving end. The game studios like public always like jump on us. Oh, you stopped this. You have to bring this back. We don't want to play because you have a restriction level. It's not us who put all those restrictions. It's like there are some councils who put those things, but gamers or anybody, they don't usually go and speak on them because they don't have the guts there to shout on the authorities. They just, it's easy to trash talk on like game studios and development and tell like, you are the one who did this.
For every criticism, there's also a powerful case for the positive impact of games. Behind the pixels are experiences that heal, educate, and connect. Take mental health. Games like Celeste don't just entertain, they explore themes like anxiety and depression in a relatable, healing way. Therapeutic games and VR based PTSD treatments are now part of real medical programs. In education, Minecraft Education Edition and the Roblox Studio are used to teach math, history, coding, and collaboration. For many kids, these games are more engaging than any classrooms. Esports has grown into $1 billion industry, with players from all backgrounds finding careers, scholarships, and communities through games. Gaming has even become a cultural bridge connecting people across borders in a way that movies or books cannot. The public perception is slowly shifting thanks to stories like this, but we still have a long way to go. Public perception will continue to evolve, but it's our responsibility as players, artists, and developers to steer it in right direction. Games are more than just entertainment. They are stories, they are safe spaces, they are tools for growth, but like any medium, they need critical discussion, ethical design, and thoughtful representation. Thanks to voices like Harish Rajan and countless creators who care, we see a future where public opinion becomes more informed and supportive of gaming's potential. So, the next time someone says games are just a waste of time, you will know there's much more to say. Thank you.